Hi, it's Brett Elliott, medical herbalist, and today I'm here to talk to you again about detoxing, but in particular this time a green detox. And this is something I did myself for the first time in 2020. After 20 years of detoxing, I had never done a 100% green detox before. So what this involves is just purely eating green food and nothing that's not green. So basically, lots of fruit and vegetables are green, and the reason they're green is they can contain a pigment called chlorophyll. And chlorophyll is formed as part of the process of photosynthesis. It's the first molecule that's put together in the process of photosynthesis. And later on that becomes carbohydrates. So basically chlorophyll is the energy source in plants. And basically that contains the light of the sun. So in the process of photosynthesis, the light is captured in that molecule and the energy is stored in that molecule. It's a fascinating thing when you think about it. And it's also an interesting thing that in science and microbiology in the body, they have still a bit of a mystery about what the actual energy is inside the cells. So we know that sugar is consumed in the body, it's broken down, glucose is broken down and eventually gets delivered to the cells. It's split again into glycerin and that goes inside the cell. And inside the cell, there's a process of called the Krebs cycle in the mitochondria, right in the center of the cells, where it's further broken down. But the interesting thing is when that glycerin is broken down and the energy is transformed into another molecule, which is called ATP. I won't go into that, it's complex, but that molecule is the source of energy for the body in general. It's like the petrol for the body, for the cell combustion in the cells. And that process where the molecule is broken down and transformed into that molecule, there's a little energy mystery there, scientific mystery. They don't know quite what that energy is. And of course, something I like to do is propose theories around these things. So I always think that energy is the sunlight. So the light that actually came from the sun originally, that was captured in the molecule, is again released, and that's the actual fuel inside our body. So I believe that our bodies run on light. And that makes sense when you think about it, because it's electromagnetic energy, and that's what our body runs on. So interestingly, when you do a green detox, to go full circle, when you're doing a green detox, you're getting lots of chlorophyll, a lot of greenery from the food. And there's been some research to show, and it's been proven in fact in animal studies, that when we consume more chlorophyll, there's more ATP production, and that energy molecule I talked about inside the mitochondria of the cells, there's more ATP production. It increases when we consume green chlorophyll-rich food. So in a sense, if you think about it, we're actually photosynthesizing because, sorry, I missed the point here. This actually increases when we're exposed to sunlight directly ourselves. So not only do we need to consume the chlorophyll-rich food to get more chlorophyll, but we also need to get sunlight for this to trigger the increase in cellular metabolism and synthesis of energy in the cells. So a little bit of science behind it, but what that means is when you consume a lot of green food, not only are you getting a clean green diet and your body's getting a lot of nutrition and vitamin C as well as fiber and more water in those foods. Those green foods are high in so many nutrients and minerals that our body starts to heal and it triggers that healing process, but we get an increase in this pure green energy and photosynthesis starts to happen in our body when we're exposed to light. So what I suggest when you do a green detox is have all of these green foods in your body, is get more sunlight. And what you can experience is a phenomenon which I've experienced myself when I did this green detox earlier this year, is a sense of light in your body, lightness, and like the light has gone on inside your body. And it's an incredible experience. It's a very healing experience, almost a spiritual experience, like you're connecting with something beyond the physical. So I highly recommend it, and I know you'll love this green detox, so give it a go.